What's up, guys? Welcome to it. It is the realest broad out here, Jess B. You can just call me Jess, that's cool as well. It is another episode, another compilation from myself, of course, the YouTube channel, the official Jessica Bouvry. It's basically the same across all socials, the official Jessica Bouvry on IG as well. And if you're looking for me on Twitter, on X rather. Yeah, we still calling it Twitter, or we officially on X now? Okay. If you're looking for me on Twitter, then of course it is the official Jess B1. Welcome to it. It is another episode right here on my YouTube channel. I just do want to clarify, a lot of people have been asking what's going on with my social media accounts. What I have done is I've consolidated, yes, big words. I've consolidated my social media. So now officially I've got a private and public account on all platforms. If you're looking for my public account on social media, on X it is exclusively Jess B, and on social media it is official Jessica Bouvry, like I said. So yeah, it is the 24th of April 2024. It's been I think about a month or a minute at the very least since my last video upload. I do struggle with consistency, guys. I am a Gemini, okay? I am really trying, like really trying. But of course I will get better. 24th of April. So one thing's for sure is that a lot of people are, if they haven't already gotten paid, waiting for payday tomorrow. I'm one of those people. But apart from that, today is a very, 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 very special day for me as a chakra hun. Self-confessed chakra hun here. Today we officially, Central African time, have a full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio happening. Now, for those of you who used to be like me, who had absolutely no idea what the hell astrology was about, it took me a second to get into it. Now I'm lying. I'm lying. I've literally been into astrology since I was 16, so it's a good 14 years of understanding this. But back to today, very special day. When we speak about full moons, we have to start by understanding the difference between a full moon and a new moon. Okay, so with full moons, a lot of the times it represents culmination, full circle. Think coming a full 180, or you know, sometimes doing a full 360 and ending up at the same place that you were previously at. But full moons serve as an opportunity to reset, you know, to recommit to yourself some of the promises that you have made to each other. So for me, it's culminated in the fact that my passions, my career, for example, have been brought to the forefront. Like, I cannot stop thinking about radio. I can't. I've tried. I've done everything else, okay? But when a dream is placed in your heart, when you know your purpose, when you know what you're meant to do on this earth and how you're meant to contribute in terms of your talents, in terms of your passions, then it's not something that you can very easily let go of. So those are some of the feelings and things being brought to the forefront for me, just in terms of my passions, my career. Remember, once you get deep into astrology, then you start learning things like your birth chart. Guys, if you do not know what a birth chart is, or you do not know what your birth chart looks like, very easy, man. There's birth chart astrology that you can Google on Google. Put in all your information. Basically what you need is your date of birth, your time of birth, and your place of birth, okay? D-O-B, T-O-B, P-O-B. And you can basically get your whole chart just done for you automatically that way. Reason I say that is to say this. So Scorpio for me as a zodiac, it falls in my 4th house. Now in astrology there are 12 houses, okay? 1 to 12. Your first house obviously usually focuses on self, how people see you, how you see yourself, first impressions, and then so on and so forth. Your 4th house is said to focus on home, family ties, and yeah, deep connections and just deep things like that, especially around your home and around your family and around your passions. See? It's making sense now. So it focuses on things around your passions, and for me, Scorpio being in my 4th house and also being governed by the planet Pluto, which is a very generational planet, okay? So when I say generational planets, there's some planets that make their transits very quickly. For example, the sun every 20 days or so, the moon every 15 or so, it usually completes a cycle. But with planets that are further away from us, such as Pluto, it's usually a couple of years. with Pluto, it's about 30 years, okay, where you can see any sort of, no, sorry, that's Saturn is about 30 years, okay, but Pluto is just as long, about 27 years or so, 20 to 27 years, and that's usually then when those themes in your life, right, the themes being where the planet is in your chart, so which house, 1 to 12, whatever theme is in that house is how the planet will influence how you interact with those themes in your life, okay? Let me not lose my mind or my wording. So yeah, that's what it's been for me, man. Also, oh my gosh, so the full moon is today, but we have been experiencing a Mercury retrograde for the longest time. No, it has felt like the longest time, honestly. Mercury retrograde started on April Fool's Day, of all days, okay, jokes on us. And it's ending tomorrow on the 25th. So if you've been having issues with technology, if you've been having issues with just contracts not coming through, or you've been planning things and they've been falling through, I'm telling you, girl, boy, nigga, it's about to get better, okay? It's about to get a lot better once Mercury stations direct. But back to the full moon. Try to find out what your birth chart is and where everything is in your birth chart. Like I said, you can go to birth chart astrology, tongue twister, on Google, and it will give you everything that you want to know. You can also do this for like people that you care about as well. So with me and my partner, for example, I have known his birth charts since our first week of dating, so I'm able to go through his charts, go through my charts, and compare some of the transits that we go through when it is happening. He's an Aquarius sun, Aquarius rising, and I'm an Aquarius moon. So a lot of the times, I'm able to go back to our individual charts and be like, oh, okay, that's why he's tripping. or okay, that's why I'm tripping most of the time. But yeah, happy full moon in Scorpio, everybody. Happy, 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 happy. If you don't believe in it, it's okay. If you don't believe in astrology, nobody really cares apart from you. And also, I never used to believe in avocados until recently. So hey, you know, your opinion could change. If you guys want to find out more about astrology, just want to ask me some questions, like I said, I have been at this since I was like 16. So a whole 14 years. I don't mind answering your questions. Drop them in the comments or drop me a DM on social media and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, what I will say for now is whatever you've been struggling with, whether that's relationships, connections, addictions, goals, plans, write them down, you know. I believe I'm more spiritual than I am religious, but I do try to marry the two. Write them down, pray about it. You know, if you don't pray, meditate about it. I was telling my boyfriend, or rather he was telling me that one thing that he wants us to start doing is writing down our plans, our goals, our fears, whatever, and then burning it under the full moon. And that's basically how you release your plans to the universe. So yeah, you're welcome. Any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Just hit me up at the real JSB1 on X, exclusively JSB on X, or at the official Jessica Bouverie on IG. I've got a lot of accounts. Okay, so that wraps up our astrology side of it, today being the full moon. Next topic. Hey, guys. By the way, what do you think of my natural hair? I'm just loving how beautiful my natural hair is growing. As a girlie who grew up in Durban, we call these amakotane. So for us people of color people, we do this basically just to stretch out our hair, to maintain, you know, the curls as well, and it's just a really dope protective style. I'm happy with my hair recently. In case you guys missed it on the socials, there's a very specific reason why my hair and my nails are just growing on fleek, okay? I've officially entered my second trimester. Yeah, there's a baby here. Do you want to see? Let me get up. Might as well. There's a whole baby, guys. There's a whole baby here. I don't know if my bump is showing it. It is showing. I know it's showing, but yeah. Here we go. I've officially entered my second trimester, guys. No, I lie. It's actually a lot better than what the first trimester was. A lot better. Okay, so first trimester, I was so horrible. I was such a horrible. I was so horrible to everyone, and I didn't realize how moody I was, and what a bad temperament I was in my first trimester, until my daughters came over. And you know, when everybody is just walking on eggshells around you, and you're like, but just be happy. Why are you not happy? And then you realize, oh shit, it's me, I'm the one killing the vibe and killing the mood. So yeah, first trimester was okay. It was nice, it was easy. But I will say, this is not my first trip at the rodeo. The age gap between my first two and this one is basically going to be a decade plus. Yeah. I had my daughters when I was like in my early 20s, and now I'm in my 30s, and it's just like, it is not the same. It is not the same. Okay, people are like, oh, but you've done this before, what are you complaining about? Sis, it is not the same. It is, my body is not the same, my patience is not the same, my cravings are definitely not the same. So it's been a time. But I will say that's been consistent with all of my pregnancies, and I'm very blessed for this, is I never suffer from nausea. Never. I've got the strongest stomach, I believe. I've never fainted in my life. Oh no, I'm lying. I fainted at Global Citizen, and it wasn't because of Beyonce or Ed Sheeran. Like, I was standing in the line outside with DJ Ankle Tap and like his ex-wife's cousins or something at the time. Line was so long, it was so hot, and I literally fainted over the railing in the streets. So yeah, I have fainted before, but I'm not a thrower upper. You know, I don't do a lot of that. So nausea wasn't a problem for me in the first trimester. My mood swings definitely were. I could not eat. Maybe that's why I wasn't throwing up. I could not eat. I could not. And as you know, I'm not a first-time mommy, but I'm having this child with a first-time daddy, so it's my partner's first child. I think it was really hard for him to understand, like, why aren't you eating? You're pregnant. I'm just like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat. So he would try to like force food down my throat. But also understanding that, you know, this is his first experience. It's been a while since I was pregnant, like a while since I was pregnant, a while. But it's not my first, and it is his first. So I've had to also just be very cognitive and considerate of the fact that, you know, I don't want this to be a negative experience for him. I don't want him to feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I'd never gotten this woman pregnant, because I'm just like this crazy, I don't know, this crazy woman just doing her own thing. But he's been extremely supportive. Getting into the second trimester, we were a lot more excited. Obviously, as everybody knows, once you make it past the first 12 weeks, even in culturally, that's when you can sort of start relaxing. That's when you can sort of start, you know, planning. And I definitely was not about planning anything before we hit the 12-week mark. Not because I've personally lost any pregnancies, luckily. And my heart goes out to any women who have lost children, whether in the pregnancy stage or afterwards. I've never gone through that, but I had to be like very considerate of the fact that, you know, I'm not doing this alone. Single mommies, hear me out. Hear me out, because when you do it alone the first time, you know, and then there's someone in the picture who's there to support you when you do it again, it is a bit of an adjustment, because it's almost like, I don't know, it's not natural for me, or it wasn't in the beginning. It wasn't natural for me. But I think having a child with someone who really wants this child and really wants it with me, it's been a lot better. So this week we're approaching the halfway mark, nearly there, nearly hitting 20 weeks. I've gotten a bit bigger. You guys can go check out some pictures on social media. I haven't been big on posting pictures. One, I would like for it to be semi-private. My partner's a very private person, does not have like social media to interact. He literally has like IG for work, Twitter for work. So I've been trying to just like shadow him in terms of his love for privacy. Obviously, having been a public figure, you know, I'm a lot more free with sharing my life and putting it out there, but respecting my partner. Haven't posted that much pictures just to respect, you know, privacy, respect my pregnancy as well. And I think it's just a lot more spiritual and a lot more respectful that way, and especially with me being, you know, in my 30s. I'm a lot older. There's nobody to impress. I don't care what people have to say. I really don't care. But I'm really enjoying it. I really am. I really am. Doing first scans this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. I've been holding off the scans because I'm just like, I don't want radiation. Don't laugh at me. I don't want radiation, or I haven't wanted anything to affect my baby. I don't want anyone touching my belly. I don't want to be poked and prodded, especially in the first trimester. I don't want scans. I didn't even want to stand in front of a microwave. I know, a bit paranoid, but that's how it's been. So going into the second trimester is easing up a lot more. It's having fun. I can't find my fashion. My fashion is suffering. I can't find anything to wear, and I find like the clothes that I used to wear before, I told Bae, would see this time with this pregnancy, I'm on my Rihanna, okay? I'm on my sexy red. Like, I want to be stomach out. I want to, you know, I just want to be liberated, you know, especially because I'm a lot older now and nobody can tell me anything, you know. I was about to swear. But yeah, nothing fits. Not even my crop tops. Nothing fits. And it doesn't look like I've gained that much weight, but I have, bitch. I have. I've gained weight, okay? I've gained about 5 kg so far. My appetite is definitely coming back. Whew. Yeah, I eat a lot now. I went from literally having no appetite to finishing my meal and Bae's meal at every, like, dinner time. But he understands. He did this to me. So he doesn't get food for the next 6 months or so. I'm kidding. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, man. It's been a very special time in my life. I mean, when you talk about how much can change in a year, let me just touch on that for a bit. Oh man, this time last year I was recovering from what I thought was like the worst breakup. I could even cry now. I was in such a bad space. I was recovering from the worst breakup. I had just found a place after a room. Actually, it was literally a room. I was renting a room. It was not a place, let me not lie. I just found a room after being technically unhoused or homeless for about a couple of months. Yeah, for about 3 months this time last year. I hadn't had my own space, my own home. Yeah, so I was in a very weird space, and one day I'll go really in depth with it. But when I say weird, it's more dark than weird, you know. I was very much alone, just trying to figure out this life thing, and figure myself out. Yeah, I think one day I'll do a separate video just for that. I think a lot of people know me just based off of, you know, radio and the traffic girl from YFM, but there's a lot more to my story. There's a lot more to my story. But for now, we'll put that on the back burner. Definitely, I will get into it. My life, just me in general, a lot more as and when we continue with this YouTube channel. Because, of course, I want to give you an insight into everything that I am. Who is Jessica Leslie Bianca Bouvry? Who is Chesby? Who is the realest broad out here? Right now, she is a girl in her second trimester, enjoying the full moon in Scorpio and talking to you. I think I look so cute with my gotas, guys, and my hair is growing so beautifully. Listen, hit subscribe, like, and please do share this video. I just thought I'd touch base with you as we go into... Well, it's not really a new week. We're in the middle of the week now. But as we go into this weekend, happy Freedom Day for Saturday. Yeah, and I hope you guys have an amazing time. I will be back with more on this channel. So like I said, subscribe, like, and share. if you want to see more, for sure. I don't know why this one is just sticking up by itself, but anyway. Mwah. From the realest board out here, be real. If you can't be real, be kind, boo.